So anyway, they came. He came and he gave a special tour for us, and they sang and danced. He had a lead man, and he played the guitar also, and I enjoyed him the most of all. And they had 2 guitars and drums, and then they had 3 people dancing, and one lady could wiggle her rear end like I got tired looking. You know, I thought, oh God, how can she do this here? She was fantastic. But what did they do? They all smoked. They're smoking while they're dancing. They're smoking while they're playing guitar. He had the cigarette between his little finger and the next finger. It's unbelievable. You know, well, for us Americans. For them, no. I liked the music, but I didn't like it when they sang with the screech voices. I like lower voices. And finally, Coloma and I had to go. I said, Coloma, I'm going to go. Give me the key to the room. And she says, no, I'm going too. And when we left, then he said something like, people are getting tired, you know, so we'll close it up. Coloma feels better and is laughing, so she's on her way to good health. So anyway, we stopped at one place where we saw the boat builders. That was the Owalegui village, and they were building a boat, and they build it with, oh God, I don't know. It's just the barest essentials that they use, and they don't use nails. They use rags for caulking. It's just amazing. Finally, Timbuktu, or if you want to say it, Timbuktu. Oh God, we had the 3 days of river travel and crawling and hanging on to get to the toilet at the rear of the boat. You know, you got out, finally you got out, and then you're hanging on, and one hand moved 2 steps, one hand moved 2 steps. Then when you finally get to the toilet, you have to decide, do I stand up and try for the hole and get it all over me too, or do I sit on the hole and put my feet in the water below, rushing under the boat? What a decision. Everyone has to decide. And we didn't go to the toilet unless it was absolutely necessary. You had to walk on that. It's like a running board, 10 inches wide, about 20 feet long to the rear of the boat, hanging onto the post, hanging onto the bamboo rods. One slip, and then person overboard. Of course, Coloma and I had life vests, so I felt fairly comfortable going. But, you know, everyone else, I suppose they all knew how to swim because they weren't concerned about the life vest. So, in Timbuktu, we went to 2 mosques. You know, every time you go in a mosque, it's bare feet. Take your shoes off, and there's nothing in there. It's just there's no chairs, nothing. It's just a big room with a flat ground, and then there's sometimes mats on the ground or mats rolled up, ready to go down. And one was very large. It seated 10,000 people, and it was built in the 14th cemetery. Yeah, in the 14th cemetery. The 14th century. And it's been there a long time. And we saw the markets, and we saw the shops, and we saw working people, suit makers making suits and making shoes and making cloth. There was a lot to see in the market at that place there at Timbuktu. There was really a lot, but the only thing is the kids. Oh my God. The kids were with us on the trip from the beginning, but they were not like the kids in Timbuktu, because the kids in Timbuktu all spoke English. And that was the problem there. Should have been easy to communicate. There would be 2 or 3 hanging on you all the time, not touching, but always there, Kadu, Kadu, Kadu. And I says, you want to give me a Kadu? Oh, thank you. Where is it? Well, that scared them off for a while, and I said, oh, for God's sakes.